Oh, we love thinking we're a movie studio, don't we? As opposed to Kojima, who actually is like a movie studio. No, we'll leave it at 5. My friends. Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome to Death Stranding 2. Yeah, I didn't have this one on my bingo card either. I'll be honest. I was fully intending to let this game just pass me on by, wait till it hit a nice decent discount, and then just play it on my own time. And then the reviews started coming in. Everyone's saying, it's a lot more Metal Gear Solid. They smoothed out all the sharp edges, and it's a potential Game of the Year candidate. And I was sitting there looking at that and I'm going, son of a, you really gonna make me play this for everybody? Well, I guess they did, because here I am. That's right. A potential Game of the Year candidate. You know, something to sit here and rival Expedition 33. Well, for that you get my attention. That in a game I was already marginally interested in. If someone, you know, drops GTA 6 next year and says, oh, this is Game of the Year for sure, I'm still not interested in playing it because I don't like the Grand Theft Auto games. I just haven't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rockstar. Mad respect to you, I've got no interest in that sort of style. But yes, I never played the first one for you guys, but I did play the first one. I definitely did not get the platinum though. Oh dear goodness me, no. Oh. But since we never technically had the first one on camera, let's definitely go through this Death Stranding recap and see what this has to say.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Deadman. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding.
Okay.
The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs. Beached things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable. Those who survived these changes came to fear both timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble.
I'm gonna be honest, that sounds a little too close to home right now.
The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind.
A little too close to MAGA for my liking, man.
However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate, the one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America.
Yeah, they're not explaining that particular term there, repatriate. Basically means Sam can come back from the dead.
Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phasmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strived to bring people together.
We wasted a whole slide on explaining Sam's fear of being touched.
By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam.
Man, that text is hard to read. Could you put a little bit bigger drop shadow on that so we could read the text properly?
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. The
names. I always forgot the names of the characters in this game are absolute bonkers. Dead Man, Die Hard Man. And yet he's not played by Bruce Willis.
Of course, Sam, the incomparable Dead Man.
Yeah.
I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life, was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou.
Also remember, if he's supposed to be like played by or at least physically resembles Del Toro.
Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body.
Dude, that's gonna make some awkward conversations.
Hartman. Every 21 minutes, his soul departs his physical form.
Jesus.
And for 3 minutes, his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam.
Again, like I said, every character in this game is completely bonkers.
Fragile. Leader of the private delivery outfit, Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on.
Yeah, the first game was very lonely.
Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal.
Okay, yeah, he was the big bad from the first game.
The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time, and a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done.
And you're not going to tell us what that is, are you? If they don't explain it, the basic bones thing is Amelie was God, what was her name? Bridges, the lady we saw in the hospital bed, the one that basically sent Sam on this. They were actually the same person. It's basically Amelie is her soul that got separated from her body. She is effectively an extinction entity, which basically she's the whole reason for the Death Stranding, and she's the trying to cause the extinction of humanity. Don't ask it. This whole game is insane.
America rose from the ashes as the UCA, and as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret: to save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
Yeah. What's the phrase that Nico always uses? Norman Reedus and the Amazing Fetus? Or his Amazing Fetus? Obviously, Lou is grown up in these pictures. So, very interested to see how this is going to play. Game difficulty's fine. Login at launch. Yeah, sure. We'll abuse the online services. Dear God, I might as well. Enemy encounter animations first time only. Okay. That's fine. The various HUD icons. Yeah, those are all fine. Sure, tips displays are on. Hide signs containing spoilers. That's probably a nice one. Signs report of dangers which point you in a certain direction are considered spoilers. That's cute. Motion sensor for soothing Lou. Motion sensor. Controls for running weapons or struggles. I'm really just looking for subtitles. Subtitles need to be on. Speaker name should also be on. Brightness is fine. This is definitely a game where I don't really need the frame rate, so performance is perfectly fine. We'll leave the volume as it is for right now. Let's get started. This game supports autosaving. An icon will be displayed in the bottom right while data is being saved. Hopefully I don't have the whole Expedition 33 issue again. Let's do normal. Difficulty can be changed at any time anyway, so if we find it's too easy, that's fine. It is said that a person's birthday will indicate their path in life. Research has shown that it can determine a person's experience of dooms. Enter your birthday and see what the future has in store. Yeah, you know what? I don't feel like doxing myself, so let's just not. So I'll just pick a random day. All right, random day picked. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under the constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cestus, and Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Damn, Kojima. Like I said, he really wants to be a movie production company. Oh, honestly, somebody really should just give this man a crap ton of money and let him make movies. But I'm perfectly fine with him making games. Once, there was an explosion. Is this the Big Bang, or is this the first void out? A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. And the beached things, BTs, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation, a void out. Otherwise known as a nuclear explosion. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, and humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network, which is basically the beach, which is basically means we're commuting with people through the afterlife. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. Oh, that's lovely. 11 months later. Sorry about that little backtrack there. I wanted to see if there was a way to
I've always loved porters.
Potentially turn off any licensed music.
Freezing rain and biting wind.
Unfortunately, I didn't see one, which
Across
sucks.
rivers, mountains, and endless
So if there's any
deserts.
licensed music in this, there's gonna be some
They
weird
come
audio
to deliver
cuts.
something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window. My sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again. Today.
Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be a licensed thing. Goodness gracious me. Hopefully the system can, you know, cut around me yapping. Or maybe I will yap sufficiently hard enough that the game will not care. What the fuck? There are no slimes in this game! I didn't know there were slimes. The little tardigrade things I remember from the first game, they're basically just like people were munching on them. Oh, Troy Baker's back. Lovely. Oh, goodness gracious. We may actually have to just cut out this whole intro, but I don't know. We'll see. Oof. Those black lines are bad things. Those are BTs. Oh, look, someone built a bridge. I remember there's a lot of like weird things people could build in the first game. It kind of made it interesting because you'd see people build all sorts of weird shit. There were roads, there were zip lines, ladders were a pretty common thing. But the zip lines are hands down my favorite. Oh, lovely. Yep, look, a ladder. People leave ladders in the weirdest fucking places. And then, oh yes, the prepper shelters everywhere. Because these are the people you generally were delivering to, as these damn preppers. Just going through all the like little touchstones from the first game. If you've never played the first game, that little like 5-minute thing, blurb, trust me, that doesn't do the first game justice. The first game is weird, but it wasn't bad. So I do recommend people play it, but like I said, it is a weird frickin' game. Definitely do not go into it if you're expecting a Metal Gear Solid style game. Sam, Norman Reedus. Lou, also Norman Reedus. Please just say also Norman Reedus, it'd be hilarious. So here's the question. Can he still detect the BTs for us, our little Lou baby? Oh, goodness me.
Okay, time to head home.
Alright. There's my HP bar, there's my stamina. Indicates Sam's blood level, indicates Sam's stamina. Yep, that's pretty much what we wanted. Headed home, you say, huh? Oh god. Yeah, and there's the other. Hold L1, view destination. I see. Return home with Louie the baby. Alright. Proceed along the ridge, you say. That sounds easier said than done. There's one thing I remember about this game is that your fucking footing is a huge problem in this game. Yeah, old Normie here is notorious for losing his damn balance amongst like any little thing. Yeah, I'm trying to proceed along the ridge here. Give me 5 freaking seconds. Ooh, whoa, 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 yeah, that's the other thing. I'm literally holding L2 and R2 to not die right now. It does slow me down a fair bit. I'm actually pick this up a little bit. I think the game's kind of being nice right now. Ah, yes, the terrain scanner. Alright. Yeah, so anywhere with red X's is a big fucking no-no. Anything with those yellow triangles, it's somewhat risky. Anything that's blue, blue is perfectly safe. Ooh, hey look, shit. Get in my backpack. Aerial camera. Oh, that's cool. I have no control over this, but I have... That is fucking cool, I'll give it that. There we go. That's such a cool little camera trick. You can just like get a good zoom out. Blink-a-dink. Give me that lovely blue so I know where not to walk. Alright, fine. I'll use the aerial camera as long as you don't screw me here. Oh god. No, the game's gonna It's cool, it's giving me cinematics, like long range distance, but god damn it's concerning me. gives me the heebie-jeebies when it's like, yeah, maybe I'd like to be able to see where I'm walking more. I see birdies, and I see BT threads over there in the distance. I'm trying. This isn't exactly a short walk, my man. Look at that. I've still got another 900 meters to get going. Potential gate quake detected.
I feel that.
A gate quake measuring 4 on the G scale has occurred. I don't know, what qualifies as a gate quake?
Here we go.
Oh shit. Oh. Is that something I'm gonna have to be, concerned about? Aw. Baby. 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 Booby.
You're all right.
Come on. Easy does it. Gently rock up and down. There you go, baby. Come on. There you go. Easy does it. Ah, damn. He does not want to be soothed. He just refuses. There you go. Ah, shit, baby.
Go home and get you fed.
God. Oh, fussy little thing. There we go, he's giggling now. I kind of lost my normal walking path though from the looks of it. I can't tell if he's happy or fussy. Please do not let this be all copyrighted music. Oh. Alright, where the fuck am I going now? I want to go that way. I need to get going that way without dying horribly. Guess we go down the valley. There we go. Easy does it. Here we go. Keep an eye on the speed. You go too fast, you'll end up like throwing yourself all over the world here. Hello. Yoink. Chiral crystals collected. Chiral crystals are made of a mysterious substance that became buoyant when assembled in bulk. Every 1,000 CG of chiral crystals will reduce its load. Oh, that's cool. So it's an anti-weight thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, that's really cool. Get on my back. I can make ladders now. Oh, I see. I followed the footprints here. Yeah, but I want these. What are these? Little tardigrade bastards. They're cryptobiotes. Eating cryptobiotes will restore your blood levels. To eat a cryptobiote that's in your possession, hold right to open the weapon's tools. Select a cryptobiote. Oh, it's a ration. It's a ration. It's 100% just a ration. Easy there, come on. Come on, Sam. Follow the footprints. There's a hell of a load here. Come on. Come on, buddy, you can do this. Oh, I see. Squares climb. Okay. There. I don't know if there's an actual sprint button or not. Need to keep going that way. Oh, we're still just getting credits as we make this lovely walk. Oh dear. Yes, I hear you, happy baby. Just stay happy. That's all we ask. Probably this way. I don't need no damn aerial camera. Oh, there's a jump button. Oh great, it's raining.
Gotta move.
That's not good. That there's probably the time rain crap. That's why my hood came. Oh, even Bridge Baby gets his, even Lou gets his little hoodie up. I figured out if there's an actual like sprint button yet. Oh, there we go. There it is. Left click is the sprint. Hold up. Someone leave me a ladder here. Make it. We're gonna make it. The problem is the rain actually like damages all your equipment. At least it did in the first game. I imagine it's going to do the same here. God, you can see the rain even on the screen. That's kind of cool. Doesn't seem to be affecting the flowers as much, or the plants. You used to screw up the plants something fierce every time you did it. Almost there. Hang on, kiddo. We're gonna take a shortcut. Oh, what the fuck are those? Easy there. Easy there. What the shit are these things?
Damn. You're not like the look of that.
I agree. Got demon spiders all of a sudden. Those are new. I'm trying to burn. I'm basically burning stamina to try and get where I want to go. Follow the ridge. Now very carefully descend the ridge. Very carefully, Sam. Very carefully. Nice and slow. Don't want to fall. Don't want to break anything. Okay, let's get going. As long as I'm on green terrain, I can run all I want. But if I hit one of those rocks, I think I stumble.
Almost there.
Oh, come on. Hold up. Raging River, that's a big fucking no-no. Alright, let's try out a ladder then. I want a ladder. And I will place ladder. My first structure, that's cute. Ladder secured, it can no longer be moved. The unknown porter. Me! That's cute. I imagine that's not gonna count because this is a tutorial zone. Because I'm sitting there like, there's no way they're gonna be like, oh look, the first person in the game had to use their ladder here. Everyone else gets to keep their ladder. That would make no sense. Yeah, see look, freaking licensed music. This is gonna be a nightmare for this. This might just be one of those series where I can't monetize, which would, you know, meh. Or maybe I find a way to turn off the licensed music. I don't know. If there's a way to turn off the licensed music, someone please let me know in the comments. I didn't see one in the options anywhere. Yeah, see? No, this is the fucking time where there's a BT here. Yep. This is what happens when the dead things show up. Oh. That's new. They don't give a shit about Lou? Or what the fuck? That's weird. Oh. Oh, they were fake. They were all fake. The rain was too? Interesting. What the hell? So he's basically using that to guard his home by making it look like the place is covered in timefall and infested with BTs. That's wild, Sam. God dang it, man. Again with the licensed music. Kojima just doesn't want people to play his game, I guess. Oh my god. What the fuck? Fuck.
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
Aww. Hi, Lou. Oh, the angel costume is cute.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. He's so cute looking.
There you go.
Uh-oh. Hi. Wait, is that fragile? I think it is. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Somebody was not fooled by my fake BTs. That's not good. Oh. Sam just goes straight for the damn gun.
Who's that?
Thought you had the gun in your hand. Why'd you stick with the frying pan?
Who are you?
Look, that's not looking like fragile, is it? Or is that? The hands thing is fucking creepy.
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
God damn
I've
it.
been looking for you.
The damn music starts up again. Ugh. Please stop with the licensed music, Hideo, or at least give us an option to turn it off. I know some people actually do try and stream and, you know, let's play these games.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast.
Yes. Like I said, Lou should have just said also Norman Reedus.
Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Chiral printer? What? Hold on. Oh my god. They have an active time lore system. In the corpus, you can review the story so far, examine terminology, check controls, and browse gameplay tips. The corpus is divided into various tabs. That's cool. Chiral printers! High-performance 3D printers that make use of Chiral Network's cutting-edge data processing capabilities. A chiral printer can remotely output a great variety of objects, provided that you have the necessary resources and are connected to the network. Medicine and living organisms cannot be printed, however, nor can one-of-a-kind objects of great personal significance. Fabricating weapons is simple with a chiral printer and has made it all too easy for anyone to acquire large quantities of arms and explosives. Lovely. As such, there is concern that the prevalence of these printers has led to an increase in the number of armed groups and a general escalation of conflict. Let's go through everything in here at some point.
How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Chiral network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Chiral printers now, too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
Jump shock. A syndrome caused by performing repeated jumps to the beach. While it is clear that the syndrome is brought about by the accumulated strain that multiple jumps place on the body, the exact causes are unknown and no treatment has yet been developed. It is still possible to perform jumps while suffering from the syndrome, but doing so puts one's life at risk. We're going to talk about actual jumps? Guess not. But I do want to hear about this gate quakes. This is new. Earthquake-like phenomenon that's triggered when matter passes through the plate gate. Unlike ordinary earthquakes, the strength of the shaking does not always correspond to distance from the epicenter, which could be considered the plate gate itself. The strongest shaking often takes place elsewhere, a seemingly random location near the player. The seismic waves appear to be strongly influenced by the tar currents. In extreme cases, localized shaking has been occurred. Gate quakes can also cause abnormal reverberations within the tar currents.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset.
He's a damn baby. Leave him be.
You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
She thumbed up me.
But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it.
He's got a little Tartarus.
A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways.
Lovely.
And that's not all. Die Hardman is not the president of the UCA anymore.
He's not? Die Hardman. Prior to the Death Stranding, Die Hardman was a Special Forces soldier in the U.S. Army, serving under Captain Clifford Cliff Unger. We'll hear more about him later. He was given his nickname on account of his ability to survive nearly any situation. After the USA was destroyed, Die Hardman became the commander of Bridges and dedicated his life to rebuilding America alongside President Bridget Strand. Following Bridget's death, Die Hardman supported Sam on his mission to connect North America to the Chiral network, and once the UCA was established, he became its first president. He has since stepped down, and his current whereabouts are unknown. UCA stands for United Cities of America. Cute. The Death Stranding led to the destruction of the USA, leaving its people and cities divided and isolated. Bridget Strand, the last president of the USA, devoted her life to rebuilding America by connecting its cities. Sam worked with Bridges, an organization under the president's direct control, to connect North America to the Chiral network. In doing so, he fulfilled Bridget's dying wish. Cute.
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, APAS 4000 has revolutionized the whole process.
APAS 4000? What is this? The Automated Porter Assistance System, officially titled APAS 4000, but commonly referred to simply as APAS, was originally developed as a support program for porters making deliveries within the chiral network. I think you actually had access to this late game. You'd get little drones you could send to do simple missions, and most of the time they'd make it. But the network's capacity to instantly transfer massive volumes of data meant that APAS developed rapidly, and was before long managing and operating deliveries on its own. As deliveries became entirely automated, bridges withdrew from the delivery business, and private organizations such as Fragile disbanded. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Fragile. Porters are still required to make deliveries outside the chiral network, however, which is why Fragile set up Drawbridge. Thanks to the chiral network's use of the beach, where time barely passes, APAS has become more than just a delivery system. It is now involved in all areas of life, from child rearing to healthcare. This does not sound safe.
It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course.
Yep. This is where we're going to hear about her company. The Death Stranding destroyed the U.S., toppling its government and grinding social infrastructure to a halt. In its place, private porters began allocating and distributing resources of their own accord. One such delivery organization was Fragile Express, founded by Fragile's father. After he died, Fragile took control and continued where he had left off, but the rise of APAS eventually made the organization redundant, leading to its disbandment.
So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA.
Drawbridge,
We decided
okay.
to call ourselves Drawbridge.
So that's her new company, a private delivery organization recently established by Fragile. Since APAS has taken over deliveries within the chiral network, human porters are no longer required, so she basically works outside the network. Cute.
And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs.
Great, well I figured you'd get to around explaining dooms. A strange condition first identified around the time of the Death Stranding. Dooms imbues sufferers with a range of abnormal powers. Although the exact nature of the condition differs from person to person, one symptom common to all Doom sufferers is a strong connection with the beach and the world of the dead. Coming into contact with things related to the dead, such as BTs and chiralium, causes Doom sufferers to develop goosebump-like skin marks, a condition known as chiral rash. Basically, they have a sixth sense for BTs, which is why Sam was able to walk through the freaking fake ones, and I'm guessing that's why Fragile was too. She I didn't react to these. I should actually deal with some of these while we're here. The cryptobites, these are adorable little bastards. They look like fucking water bears. They take their name from the process of cryptobiosis, in which an organism suspends its metabolism and effectively enters a state of provisional death to survive in harsh environments. Yeah, they look like tardigrades. These new organisms are also capable of living on the beach or in the sea. That was cute. They are very much an acquired taste, but are known to boost blood levels when consumed. That's why they basically just give you health. The good old BT is a dead person that has crossed over from their world and become stranded in ours. Since the Death Stranding, a human's death has been understood as the separation of their soul from their body. If corpses are not disposed of in a timely manner, generally within 48 hours, though individual circumstances vary, the process of necrosis begins. Incinerating a corpse will send that person's soul to the world of the dead. In the case of necrosis, however, their soul will mistakenly think it still has a place in this world and will attempt to return to a body that no longer exists. The dead person is therefore stranded without a place to go, hence the name, Death Stranding. So, this was the thing in the first game. If you killed anybody, you had to dispose of the body by taking it to an incinerator. So the game was very strong about encouraging you not to kill anybody. Because, oh god, you did not want to have to do that crap. Let's talk Lou. Lou, the bridge baby with a serial number BB2. Let's actually go to the BB, because this is the bridge babies. Our BT sensors that were developed by Bridge, yeah, they basically use these as sensors for the dead things. Unborn human babies that are removed from their brain-dead mothers after 7 months gestation, they are placed in pods which recreate the conditions of the womb. There, they are connected to the beach and are able to detect BTs. Connecting an umbilical cable to a BB's pod allows it to share what it has sensed with its human user. Bridges are considered BBs to be pieces of fieldware. Each BB has therefore been assigned a serial number in the format of BBXX. This designation is intended to prevent their users from becoming excessively emotionally attached to their BBs. Well, too friggin' late. Mine's all grown up and he's got a name. His name is Lou. When Sam first encountered BB-28, the unit had been deemed surplus and to requirements and earmarked for disposal. But the two formed a bond and Sam took the BB with him as he crossed the North American continent. At some point along the way, he stopped calling the unit by its serial number and started using the name Lou instead. After the UCA was established, Lou was declared non-operational and once again condemned to incineration. With Deadman's help, however, Sam faked Lou's disposal and removed the bridge baby from its pod. Ordinarily, BBs cannot live outside their pods, but by some miracle, Lou survived and has started to develop a normal newborn baby. The pair went into hiding in a reclusive bunker on the Mexican border while the UCA searches for them. Really? Let's just skim through these just to get all the old ones out of the way, since we've basically heard most of this. Sam left Bridges. He ended up taking a living as a recluse close to the Mexican border. Okay. The random tools. Strand, aka rope. Sam's blood is woven into its fibers as a means of ID verification. Okay, but sure, I guess. Strands can be used to secure cargo that won't fit in your backpack, keeping it in place even during unexpected impacts. Can also be used to bind up enemies and parry melee attacks. Crystals! Chiral crystals, which look like frickin' hands, thank you. Begin to appear after the Death Stranding and are known for growing in distinctive golden clusters shaped like hands. When these clusters are tightly gripped, they crumble into chiral particles, which can be collected using a special device. Chiral crystals possess properties unlike any other substance found on Earth, and are used as fuel, raw materials in the construction of buildings and items, and to reduce the weight of objects. Their negative weight is hilarious. Having originated in the world of the dead, chiral crystals are most commonly found in areas of high chiral density, such as BT areas. Chiral radiation produced by the crystals means that they can only be collected by doom sufferers, such as Sam. Large quantities of chiral crystals can often be found whenever a BT is defeated. Yeah, this is one of the reasons you'd actually go fight a BT is you'd want if you needed crystals for something. I remember that. The good old friggin' ladder. 2 ladders can be joined together to create a 20-meter ladder. That's insane. Once a ladder has been employed and used, it is secured in place for safety and can never be moved again. Ooh, we have climbing anchors. That's cute. Oh, that's handy. Alright, we know about the UCA. We've heard about bridges. Bridges comprise several departments, including medical, corpse disposal, security, and so on. The expedition team, yada yada yada. Upon reaching the west coast, Emil was captured by terrorists. We all know that's bullshit. Bridges soon provide support to Sam is used as Cupid to establish the UCA. Yep. Bridges' first expedition. A team formed to establish the infrastructure of the chiral network. This one we haven't heard about. They set off from Central Knot on the east coast of America 3 years before Sam began his own journey. The first expedition was led by Bridget's daughter, Emil. The group split in two halfway through their journey, with one team proceeding towards the west and the other heading south towards Mexico. That's new. Emil made it to the west coast, only to be abducted by terrorists. Sam therefore set on his own to journey across North America. Alright. The beach. A place that exists between this world and the other side. Between the world of the living and the world of the dead. It is connected to the consciousness of every human, and is thought to exist exclusively to those born from humans. Beach exists in many different forms. There are beaches which exist on a higher plane to individual beaches. Beaches shared by people who have died at the same time. Beaches used for chiral network data transmission. All of them differ in nature to ordinary spaces and locations. Time passes dramatically slower on the beach. A single second in the real world can last anywhere from several days to years on the beach. Lovely. Our good buddy, the chiral network, which is like the internet, just through the dead world. A communication network is already proven essential. By transmitting signals back at the beach, can process and deliver huge amounts of data instantaneously. Like I said, time dilation basically means, instant data transmission. Connecting a location using the cube allows it to access a variety of features, holograms that are indistinguishable from the real thing. Yeah, we saw that outside. Known as chiralgrams, can be transmitted within the network. That's cute. Chiral computers. What else? We saw Apis. Death Stranding. The phenomenon in which a dead cross over from their world and are stranded in ours, becoming known as beached things. When BTs come into contact with a living person, a large explosion occurs. Known as a void out, this releases a huge amount of destructive energy akin to when matter comes into contact with antimatter. Yeah, that's what it was always described as an antimatter explosion. Simultaneous void outs across the world led to the downfall of civilization and have put humanity on the brink of extinction. The previous Big 5 mass extinctions, which, funny enough, I think are actually real. I think they actually are real. that caused enormous damage to life on Earth are no longer thought to have been caused by meteor impacts or climate change, but rather the phenomenon known as Death Stranding. Lovely. And our good buddy, the Void Out. A huge explosion that is triggered when a BT makes contact with a living human. The effect is similar to particle physics. Yep. Nuclear. Oh, they were thought to be caused by nuclear weapons. No surprise there. Okay. Oh, we can off the story so far. That's cute. Cute tips. Don't need to read those out. And basic bitch controls. Awesome.
Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Oh, that's cool. Why me?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico.
Got your info now. As a member of Bridges, Deadman studied BBs and supported Sam on his mission to establish the UCA. Deadman initially told Sam that BBs are little more than pieces of fieldware and ordered him to dispose of 28. However, after helping the BB recover from autotoxemia, he began to empathize with it, and eventually started referring to BB-28 as Lou, just like Sam. Prior to joining Bridges, Deadman was a coroner and would often have to dismember corpses. He was born from an artificial womb and was given organs harvested from dead people to make up for the ones he was lacking. As such, he is a mixture of the living and the dead and does not have a beach of his own. This is a source of great distress for him, as Deadman himself is confided. Why does he not have a beach? That feels weird.
Details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important.
Lou wants to see Deadman again. Come on.
There are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Oh, any other reasons?
That was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity.
Lovely.
The cause is still unclear. But they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way.
Great.
And if they're right, then I want you there. Ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Can I ask you something?
I guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control, claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization like ours,
Porters.
who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like...
Okay. Porters deliver cargo to cities and other human settlements that have been left isolated. Porters have a hard life. With chiral clouds making the use of drones and aircraft impossible, all deliveries must be made over land, where timefall and BTs pose a constant threat. It is little wonder that they are considered to be heroes for the work that they do. Some porters work for Bridges or other private organizations, while others are effectively freelance, like our buddy Sam here. The effects of chiral contamination have led to some porters becoming addicted to delivering cargo. This is known as drone syndrome and has been observed in the mules who operate in the UCA. Oh, great. You gonna explain what a mule is?
yourself. So please,
No, guess not.
Sam, won't you help us out?
I won't do it. Well, we know there's BTs out there, so what's the state of the environment like?
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA.
Lovely.
The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. end. As you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration.
Oh yeah, I remember that
Objects
from the
and
first game,
structures
thanks.
degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Sheesh. Stupid question, but...
Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar.
Yep.
Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion.
And leaving a giant handprint on the ground, yeah.
Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
I won't do it. You can't make me. Watch this just be game over right here. Wait, what? The fuck? Did we just reset the cutscene? Are you shitting me? What the hell? Oh my god, I think it did. I think it straight up reset the cutscene.
Not bad at all.
Hold on. There's no fucking way. I think it did. I think it straight up reset the cutscene. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. The game's like, no, you don't get a choice. You say no, we're sending you back in time 5 seconds. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. I see. I'll accept the order, fine. I don't need the game time looping me like crazy.
Yeah, all right.
Because if I don't do it, then we don't have a game.
So you'll do it?
Come on, Lou, time for another adventure.
What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use.
Oh, that's adorable. Also, there's an app for that.
It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Okay. Nice shot. Hey, as long as Lou's happy and safe. That's weird though. Didn't I need Lou? Episode 1. Sam. Yeah, didn't I need Lou to see the BTs before? This feels unsafe. Back in my big fancy suit.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Okay.
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
Activate ring terminal. Oh, that's cute.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection.
Of course
You'll need
not.
to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher.
Lovely.
C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
Okay.
You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack.
Alright, place in backpack.
We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them.
Oh, cool.
So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
Wow, the game's just like, you know what? We're just going to eliminate this problem. That's cool. An automatic rifle suitable for close and mid-range, armed with MP bullets effective against any target. That's cool. The Maser handgun. Produces no noise when firing. Nice. Can be stored in the handgun holster. Hang on tool rack. Carry in hands. Alright, you're in the tool rack. You get the handgun holster. A good old blood bag. You get a utility pouch. And the ladder can go on the backpack.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
That looks good. I am fat. Cargo capacity 17%. We actually did pretty good. You do want to keep your weight relatively low. I do remember that.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
Okay.
See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too.
Lovely.
Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Hold square to start drawing a route. Try drawing a route all the way to your destination.
Commencing route creation.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
I don't know, do we go through Bandito territory? Probably not. I'd probably just go safely around it. Risk level, pretty sad. Nothing really interesting. Awesome. Alright, I've plotted a route.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed.
Ooh. Alright, the Cupid, aka your keychain of awesomeness. A wearable device loaded with the protocols required to connect facilities to the chiral network. Chiralium is used in the Cupid's internal circuitry, meaning that only doomed sufferers are able to carry it. Sam established the UCA by using a Cupid to connect facilities all over North America to the chiral network, often delivering cargo along the way. This current Cupid is a new model developed especially for connecting areas beyond the UCA to the network. Oh, I see we've added a few things. The ring terminal, that's cute. Adra deck. The heck? Oh, this is the scanner. This is the little scanner thing. Very cute. Banditos! A hostile group that is active in the former Mexico. They are aware of the risk posed by voidouts and never use lethal weapons. The game is very good at spelling out, nobody's dying in this game, we're just knocking you the frick out. Bandits are superficially similar to the mules who operate in the UCA, but are fundamentally different. Mules are afflicted with drone syndrome. Their only goal is to make more and more deliveries, and they are particularly attached to their own cargo. The bandits' top priority, on the other hand, is survival. As such, they have been known to steal other people's cargo, making them an irritating presence for porters. And Fragile. Fragile is the ability to jump, allowing her to use the beach to transport people, objects, and herself across great distances. She's currently suffering from jump shock, however, and is unable to use this power, which is good because it was kind of over OP in the first game, seriously. Exploited her powers and involved her in a terrorist plot to destroy an entire city using a nuclear weapon. Higgs also tortured Fragile, subjecting her body from the neck down to timefall, which is why she's always in the suit. She's an old woman from the neck down, basically. Hence the name Fragile. Fragile approached Sam to get revenge, but cooperated in his mission to traverse the continent and establish the UCA. Okay. Anything else new that you've randomly picked up? Oh, random cargo piece. Chiral Network Gateway. It's just, here we go. Is a complete enclosed network. Chiral network service only available within the network. That's cool. There's our handgun. There's our lovely little assault rifle. Sam's porter suit. Fancy boots. Oh, I can have canteens. Ah, stamina booster. Blood bags for giving me health back. And that's it.
We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world.
Lou really wants to play with it. Yep.
It won't be any harder than before either. The chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that.
Lovely.
Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
Oh. Really, Lou?
No more baby food for you.
More licensed music.
Let you get Fragile any trouble, I'm gone.
This might be a terrible mistake, my friends. This might be a terrible mistake with all the licensed music in this game.
Don't you break my kid.
Bye, Lou. I figured we'd have you with us this whole time, but I guess not. And the fake rain starts back up.
Now who wants to eat?
Ah, that's right. I should have known it was fake rain because I didn't see the plants like growing and withering everywhere. I gotta say, that's a hell of a disguise. You know, fake rain and fake BTs. Alright, God, that's a hike. Alright, we just basically have to get there. Bandits, chiral network, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I'm just gonna deviate slightly here. That way I can get down here without breaking my ass. Oh, Sam's skills have improved as a result of his experience. That's cool. Weapon usage restrictions lifted. I don't know, weapon usage restriction? Yeah, hold on. What is this? The weapons tools menu, yes. What'd you give me? There's my ladder, there's my strand, there's my... Hold on, what is this? Urination! I forgot this was a fucking thing in the game. Yes, you can pee on things in this game! My canteen for free stamina, my blood bag, my 2 cryptobiotes. You don't have any secondary weapons. I do have primaries. My handgun, my rifle. Alright, cool. What is that? Oh, that's Chiral crystals. Hang on. I have to wonder if you're going to get to use those for anything beyond just make your shit lighter. Probably. Ooh, hold on. What is this? You're new. New entry account. Sandalweed. What the f... Huh? You gonna tell me what the sandalweed is, or you just gonna make me guess? Oh shit. Woo! And that's why you gotta be a little careful when you're doing the run thing. Every now and then, something like that'll happen. You'll trip over a rock, and suddenly your whole frickin' route is just gonna be completely ruined. You picked up Norberto Prente's lost cargo, son. That's cool. Yeah, that happens occasionally. You just run into this random lost cargo. Can I climb this? Please? Yes. This is where my stamina bar comes in handy. Let's use this to climb up and over. Go around the Bandito territory. Oh, that's cool. And bounce the camera one side to the other. No, 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 no. Oh, hold on. I just got... My camera got dragged over here. These guys look lovely. But they have stuff on them. I kind of want stuff. Use L1 to enter compass mode. Anyways, technically marked. Okay. To deliver cargo safely, you'll need to remain undetected by keeping aware. That's okay. So we literally have the ability to just go boop, 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 mark the enemy. Can I zoom? There we go. Nice. Crouching makes it harder for enemies to detect you. Yeah, that's kind of how crouching works, my friends. Hold on. Hang on, crystals. That was a big crystal. movement. I don't really know. You can also just use the tall grass, which is cool. Oh, that's a classic Metal Gear thing. Just hide in the tall grass. Oh, God. Ow.
You are too far away from your cargo.
Okay, so that's a charge thing. I stole his shit. Also, I just pissed off the locals. Don't mind me, just stealing your shit. Oh, they're just not happy with me, are they? Ooh, more crystals. Good. I think he lost me. Enemy Odradek colors. Enemy Odradek will turn yellow when they're on alert. It'll turn red when they spot Sam. Okay, that's cute. Staff card. Oh, there's shit around here that I want. All of a sudden, this turned into, I want to see what's over here. Now that I've got my freaking Rancor up. Of course, you do kind of have the problem of my backpack's getting a little fat. Wonder if I have a melee attack of some kind. Unguarded, really? Well, it's mine now. Break here so my man can recover some stam. What in the hell is that? So that's a problem. Is there a freaking sandstorm coming? The enemy notices something out of place. They may come and take a closer look. You can be out of sight by hiding behind cover and tall grass. Nice. Oh, somebody saw my ass running around. Put away my gun. Did you hear somebody talking just a second ago? Maybe it was him. Hang on, stay in the grass until he just leaves. No, we legit have a sandstorm problem. I'm not sure how we do with this. Better question. Looking for bodies, just to be sure. Not about to eat like a freaking ambush here. No, 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 no. Strong winds. And I've lost the chiral network. Lovely. Even better. I cannot see squat right now. Give me a minute. Oh, fuck. Trying to kind of reduce the chance of me taking a freaking tumble here. No! Where's my map? Where am I needing to go? Okay, I am basically taking the straight shot. Okay, all right, let's divert here into the sand. There's a big wall of X's right there, and that's concerning to me. I can't do anything about that, can I? Jesus. Freaking lightning storm. Is this scripted for this first area? Move up close to the wall of a structure to take shelter and avoid the strong winds. I'm trying. Unfortunately, it's kind of like going in the wrong damn direction. Here we go. All right. Take a breather, Sam, old buddy. Give you a chance to just kind of recuperate for a minute. I'm sitting here fighting the damn wind. Okay, where am I? I guess I ended up going a lot more straight than I anticipated. Last gen security camera. Well, far be it for me to not deal with this random shit. My god. This is a thing. It's a legit thing here. I am hard holding R2 to try and keep Sam steady. And the world is not making it easy right now. The way this wind is pushing us. Come on, Sam, you can do it. There's a lot of stuff in this little city area. I want that, because that's the thing. Because that goes to C1, and that's where I'm trying to get to. Get on my back. Hold on. Okay. Where's the auto thing that it just said? Auto arrange cargo. That's better. That should help. Was that last message? I don't know what that last message was. I saw a message on the left-hand side and I wasn't sure what it was. What the fuck am I trying to get to? Right there. The route does not matter anymore. We are simply trying to get from A to Z. Actually, I might as well pit stop in here and grab the the little Chiral crystals I can see over there. Give Sam a break from the wind, too. Poor guy could use it. Not much further. Then there's this little problem. Yeah, what do I do about you? Yellow is unsafe. Like, yellow is heavy water, and I'm getting pushed hard here. Ooh, I see fish. I want fish? Can I have fish? No, game will not give me fish. Though I need to get across this river. It's burning my stamina. There we go. I love how conveniently the storm just stopped all of a sudden. Like, that thing was 100% a scripted storm. Oh, look at all the crystals over here for me. All the goodies! Thank you, thank you. Chirograms. I'm guessing that's what that CG is supposed to be, or centigrams, maybe. Thank you. I have almost 400 crystals. Number of inhabitants, 123,000 in this place.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
Don't worry, Sam. Aww.
Access the delivery terminal.
What is this? A first glimpse of the SSS, the Social Strand Service. Using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world, look back on the likes you've given to and received from porters in other worlds, and enjoy the screenshots you've captured in photo mode. That's cute. Oh. Yes, I like lose message. It's like that. Yep.
Process your orders and requests.
You got some back. Received 10 likes in return for liking an SSS post by Fragile. I see my stamina went down. Oh right, and your boots. I almost forgot your footwear is also a thing that you have to deal with. Damn.
Decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Lucky me. No anomalies. Alright. Let's get this thing started. Oh right, yeah, you can just store shit in the various facilities. Deliver! You're about to deliver cargo for the following orders or report them as complete, yes. Here. Boom. Have all my stuff.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south.
Dude, his
You're here
image
to
is
bring
all
us
screwed
some
up,
to the
huh?
Chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
Yeah, I already gave it all to you. Average contents damage 5 or less, nice.
To deliver our stuff in such fine condition. Didn't think you'd go to such lengths on our behalf. We really can't thank you enough.
Cool. Hey.
It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on.
Yeah, and this was one of the things from the first game. You can basically rank up all your delivery stations.
Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The Cairo gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
Yeah. about that. Alright, my man. You're online. Connected. Oh, it even says drawbridge on the back of our hood now. There. New strand established. Starting point. C1 connected. There.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Now this area all gets mapped out.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Nice. Couple for combat. For some servicemanship. Brave Handler. You've earned the nickname Handler.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Every evaluation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculated by APIS. This provides a snapshot of your experiences as a porter as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. That's cute. Huh.
Chiral network.
There you go. Now I can see his face.
And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
That sounds lovely. How are things in the region?
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities.
Yeah, I ran into them earlier.
So long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope.
What was untenable about their corpses here?
We've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area.
Lovely.
In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly.
Seriously.
Thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
How hard is it to make a flamethrower? Seriously.
Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here.
Lovely.
I hope I can count on you.
Oh goodness. Man, I need a cutscene. I need a break at this point. Going down. God dang, I hope there's a shower in this little private room of theirs. Cause Sammy Boy could use one. That sandstorm did a number on my suit.
Welcome, Sam.
Oh, this is cute.
Please relax and enjoy your stay.
First things first, shower me, dear God. Jesus, Sam. Look at him. Poor guy needs a shower. There. Use the toilet and shower. Yeah, but you know what I'd really love to do? I'd like to save, and I'd like to call it a day. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Walking with Norman Reedus. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.